Auditioning must be terrifying, especially if you're taking off your clothes. I actually had a teacher that took a phone call in the middle of class in middle school and ordered a steak for lunch, and we all thought it was really weird. So in the middle of an audition, it must be even weirder. That's harsh. I can't believe somebody tried to sabotage somebody else. I mean, you have to be competitive to get a role, but not that competitive. Congrats on the film in August about being in a mansion. How cool is that? The only thing is, I don't know if I'm going to be on a TV show or not by then, so I'll have to let you know. I can't promise anything. I'm sorry. This week, I'd like to talk about the do's and don'ts of internships, since that's what I talked about in my first video. A lot of people ask me, how do you get an internship? I've had about probably 3 official internships, and then like numerous times shadowing people for either the day or the week, or sometimes it turned into a day shadow that turned into a week shadow and then turned into a mentorship. That was a great one, actually. I really loved that mentorship. I got to be at the Paramount lot. First thing when going for an internship, I would say research all the companies you really like. Now, there is like a million people applying to Warner Brothers and DreamWorks and Universal Studios, so I'm not saying don't apply to those places, but look for other places as well. Thousands of people applied to places like DreamWorks. I got a nice letter that basically said I applied for a position that was only available for a couple hundred people and a few thousand applied. So better luck next time. Once you get a couple internships under your belt, it's easier to get to the bigger ones like DreamWorks and Universal and Warner Brothers. My first internship in Los Angeles, the reason I found it is because I researched this music video that I liked, found the company that made it, and emailed them and asked if they took interns. About a month later, I get an email back, yes, we do take interns, would you like to be an intern for our fall semester? So of course I said yes, and I went and interned for them from about October to January. I met a lot of people through that internship. I went on set for a couple commercials. I met a production designer that I got my mentorship through for the sitcom. Another tip is talk to as many people as you can once you get an internship. You never know who can help you out. Personality is everything in this business, so if you want to be the most popular intern, be the nicest, be the most helpful, always ask if there's something you can do. If you're sitting around doing nothing, ask, hey, can I assist you with something? Or can I help out? Or is there anything you need? Those are the kind of people that make it in the industry because you're always willing to do more, go the extra mile. Sometimes internships can actually turn into jobs. My internship at Sony did turn into a job, which I kept for 3.5 years, so worked out for me. If you are lucky enough to have somebody's email address versus the general inbox, don't stalk them. Be very kind and respectful in your email. Don't email like them every day. That's just rude. There was an intern at one of my internships who disappeared for about 2 weeks. Don't do that. Call if you're not going to be there. It wound up he actually got a job on a film for those 2 weeks. But you still need to tell your employer what you're doing. You can't just bail. Even if it's in an unpaid internship, you need to tell them. Try out different departments. I went everything from accounting to the music video department to administration to casting. Not that I'm all that interested in casting or accounting, but it taught me a lot about the industry. And you never know, you might actually like one of those departments, and then there you go, there's the job that you're meant for. Don't get on your high horse. I know so many interns that think they're all that in a bag of chips just because they have an internship. It turns the entire office against you. There's a pretty good chance they're not going to give you a job if you're already walking around the office like you're all that. My question for you, Megan, is what do you do to prepare for an audition?